How pleased were you with the performance up in Bridgend after the opening round disappointment against the Dragons?
Yeah, hugely impressed, and more than anything, just chuffed for the boys, because we know how hard they work, and we probably came up short in a couple of minutes of a performance against Dragons, and then feel that probably they got more of the game for their efforts, really. So it was great to see how hard they trained last week to turn it around. It's always great as a coach when you see them get the reward of the 5 points at the end of it as well.
Yeah, the Stormers had threatened to come back in that second half. Are you pleased with the game management and how you managed to close it out?
Yeah, I think some of the performances from some of the younger guys and like Jack, Dan were outstanding, and yeah, it shows a bit of toughness of the group. They'll always fight for each other. They'll never give in. So that closeness and togetherness that they have, we're very lucky, really. But it probably says a lot about them as people as well.
Yeah, that's really gelling, that halfback partnership, isn't it? And you know, Gatland and Howley were in the stand. I'm sure they were impressed, just as you were. Yeah,
hopefully. We'll hopefully find out now in a couple of weeks, but it'd be lovely to see some of the boys get some rewards for their efforts.
That turnover by James Ratty at the end, that was huge. I mean, epic performance by him. Adam Beard, Justin Tipperick is rolling back the clock as well. I mean, you must have been really pleased with your forwards effort. Yeah,
and you know, I think like Ratty, you know, some of the people you just mentioned then, the level of consistency that those guys put in, week out, is a credit to them. And obviously, yeah, you said Tips isn't getting any younger, and to be honest, I still don't know he's doing it. I think he's only a year younger than me, so he's like, I look at him and yeah, he defies belief sometimes with what he can deliver. But and Ratty as well, like, you know, the collision stuff that he gets through both sides of the ball, what he gives us set piece. He covers multiple positions for us in roles week in, week out, and always nails it, even, you know, even with last minute changes sometimes. So yeah, he's been a huge addition to the squad over the last 18 months.
I mean, how pleased are you that Tips is going to stick around and join the coaching group next year?
Yeah, I think you know, obviously he's a world-class player in his own right, and he's still showing that on his performances now. But the experience that he brings, his connection to the group, the respect that he holds within the playing group, the management, it's a massive thing, I think, from the club to be able to hold on to him and give him the opportunity to step into that realm where he can help the next generation. You know, the squads are younger and smaller at the moment because of different things, and people like that are huge to helping these young guys come on and probably be advanced quicker than maybe we'd ask of them in the past.
The games aren't getting any easier. Trip away to Munster, a loss in the quarter-final to them last year. I imagine that still hurts. I mean, what sort of challenge do you expect from them out there?
Yeah, it doesn't get any easier. I think the biggest thing for us is us improving week in, week out. So, you know, you never go to Munster. You know, obviously, as good as Zebra were last week, any Munster team will probably be hurting that they've lost a game, and you've never been to Munster before and not had them flying out the gates, flying into you. So we know the level of collision, the level of challenge they're going to bring, the level of skill set in terms of how they move the ball. We know it's going to be a huge challenge, but for us it's just still early days in the season. It's supposed to improve our performances week on, week out, and yeah, if we keep doing that, we're going to put ourselves in positions that we can hopefully get to where we want to be and challenge against top 8 sides.
Yeah, we weren't expecting that result against Zebra, but how good is it for the league now that any team can beat anyone? You know, Zebra used to be a 5 points guaranteed, but now they're beating big teams like Munster.
Yeah, and you know, they almost beat us at the Liberty last year. It came down to the last sort of 10-15 minutes. So the Zebra side, they're not what they used to be 5-6 seasons ago. They are, like you said, genuinely able. Well, everyone in the league is able to beat everyone on their day. So yeah, it is. Obviously, South Africans have added to that as well. This is the general level of competition, so it's a great league to compete in, really.
Right. Well, I wish you luck on the weekend. Thank you, Richard.
Thank you very much.
Hi, Richard. Just one for me. You mentioned James Ratty and Tips, but having Adam Beard back fit as well is massive, and he started this season really well.
Yeah, he has, and he's almost. it's the Adam Beard and the collision, which, you know, around his breakdown work, his second man work, and D has been outstanding. Obviously his line-out work is the stuff that he's really well known for as well around the set piece. But it's also the leadership stuff that he brings around the energy to the group, and how much more we get out of every other player by having Adam Beard out there as well. So that's the extra bit from him, that the extra added leadership that he's added to his game, I think, over the last couple of years, and him playing the last couple of weeks. Yeah, he's been outstanding for us. He's been a real vocal point for us.